The episode kicks off with a flashback to the day when Abyss first encountered Mash. Abyss informed him that his evil eye would now be utilized, considering him as a mere tool. He ordered Mash to accompany him, and though Mash hesitated, he eventually followed Abel. Meanwhile, the blessed minister engaged in a conversation, revealing that Mash had previously defeated the Magna Lupis. Amidst their playful antics, some students inquire about the roles of heroes and heroines. One student approaches Mash, questioning if he is the hero, and claims to be the heroine. Mash walks alongside Dot, Finn, and Lemon, expressing his desire to acquire something. As he departs, the students discuss Mash, questioning whether he is the same non-magical Mash they know. Their curiosity extends to the handsome magician Lance and whether he suffered a defeat in battle. Suddenly, a mysterious man appears before them, leaving them bewildered. Their inquiries go unanswered as the man unleashes a magical attack, causing them to fall. Dot becomes infuriated and prepares to retaliate, but the man departs, stating that they were not his intended targets. He approaches Abel, who remains silent, and questions his apparent injuries. Mockingly, he comments on Abel's uselessness and inability to aid them in capturing their target. Despite finding Abel's assistance in locating Wahlberg, he concludes that there is no reason to spare his life any longer. With a swish of his wand, the man's hands change color, and Abel finds himself being strangled. Helpless, Abel's hands move against his will, and he panics, uncertain of what to do. As the man continues to mock him, Abel chokes himself, feeling the weight of his uselessness. Without the knowledge of the other students observing the situation, Mash enters the hall with a tray of cream puffs. He cheerfully invites his fellow students to enjoy the treats with him. The man, angered by the interruption, wonders who this oblivious person is and why they disrupted his actions. He focuses his attention on Mash, who appears unaware of his presence. Suddenly, the man experiences a severe headache, while Dot and his friends attempt to caution Mash. However, Mash continues to behave cluelessly, further infuriating the man. In an attempt to attack Mash preemptively, the man is caught off guard when Mash throws a cream puff at him, causing it to land on his head. The students speculate whether this turn of events is a coincidence. The attack on Abel ceases as the cream puff falls, breaking the magic's hold. Mash, exuding confidence, catches the attention of the man, who wonders if he is the boy they have been searching for. The man addresses Mash, claiming ownership of the cream puffs and stating his intention to retrieve them. Angrily, he discards the treats and informs Mash that he will deal with him later, but first, he must attend to his primary target, Abel. Invoking another spell, the man conjures a carbon nugget to stab Abel. Just as the carbon nugget is about to strike, Mash intervenes. However, Abyss appears and intercepts the attack, causing him to collapse. Mash and Abel cry out Abyss's name, distraught by the turn of events. Apologetically, Abyss tells Mash that they won't be able to enjoy cream puffs together anymore. Mash moves closer, offering a magic handkerchief to aid Abyss temporarily until proper treatment can be arranged. The man, confident in his powers, doubts the effectiveness of a mere handkerchief against his magic. He recalls that Mash had thrown a stone earlier, suspecting it might have mitigated the effects of his spell. The man can't believe his thoughts, but assumes that Mash must be the student they have been searching for. He confronts Mash, demanding an explanation. Mash requests that the man refrain from disturbing them as they attend to Abyss's treatment, warning of dire consequences if he interferes. The man laughs at Mash's audacity and challenges him, stating that Abyss won't survive beyond 30 minutes. He proposes a 30-minute fight, confident in his victory. Mash, stomping his leg, shatters the floor, surprising the man even further. Mash then uses his leg to kick a stone, which strikes the man directly, contradicting everyone's expectations. The man, using his hand, catches the stone and licks it, leaving Mash puzzled by his odd behavior. Mash requests permission to take Abyss for treatment, but the man refuses, opting to fly to another section of the building instead. He brandishes his magic wand, summoning 4 magic portals from which carbon nuggets rain down to attack Mash. Unfazed, Mash breaks the carbon nuggets with his legs, engaging in a desperate fight. The man mocks Mash, amused by his futile efforts and reminding him of his earlier bravado. Unyielding, the man continues the assault, recognizing Mash's powerlessness against the carbon nuggets, convinced of his impending victory. Abel observes the battle and realizes that Mash is at a disadvantage. Remembering his mother's wisdom about privilege, he understands that people possess varying advantages in life, such as looks, class, and power. Abel regrets Abyss's intervention and believes that Abyss should have prioritized his survival. Pondering why Abyss saved him, Abel concludes that Abyss must have felt lonely and saw his master in danger, prompting him to act. Determined, Mash vows to save Abyss, recognizing the significance of their bond. Meanwhile, Finn and Lemon witness the seemingly one-sided fight and contemplate whether they should assist Mash. Concerned about the potential repercussions if their secret is exposed, they approach Mash and inquire about his magical abilities. Trembling, Mash tries to convince them that he can perform magic, but they see through his lie. Realizing the potential consequences, they decide to protect his secret. However, their plans are jeopardized when a drowsy student wakes up and threatens to expose Mash's inability to perform magic. Mash's long-held secret is on the verge of being revealed, and he can no longer hide behind a facade. As the episode draws to a close, Cell War returns to report his findings to his father, sharing that he has located the person they were searching for. His father commands him to retrieve the boy.